Hey guys, we had a pretty volatile day today. We came out looking pretty weak this morning. However, we found support at 356.5, which was the pre-market support. And it's actually, if you go all the way back to October 3rd when we hit down here, we did find support around there too. um, but we ended up finding nice support, and we had a really great day forming up, and we were green for quite a long time. We tested that 362.8 resistance, but we couldn't quite break through that. We were looking like we were just in a rest period here before we got the Bank of England news that basically pensions have 3 days before essentially, I guess, the market collapses and that they failed their bank stress test. So we saw what happened there. We did end up re-holding support down here at 356.5. So while SPY did close its 5th red day in a row, we did hold support. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is FOMOC minute days. Historically, it opens red, but it doesn't necessarily close red or green. The thing about tomorrow is that with the market on such edge, depending on what happens with futures, we're either going to see a big pop or a low pop. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Key support to watch, though, is this 357.2, and resistance is actually right there at 357.2 for this falling wedge. Resistance. If we break through that, we're going to start looking at a retest of 362.8. Otherwise, next projected support is 352.3. Futures managed to hold 3,600 pretty well, so I'm going to be looking for that to continue. And then so that'll be our support. Resistance is right where we're at right now, 36.10, and the next support down here is 35.46. Looking at Apple, Apple had looked pretty weak, to be honest, compared to the market this morning, but it started gaining support. We did hold 138.1 support down here of this red channel that we're in, so I do suspect some upside bounce here. We are kind of putting a nice double bottom in right here. So 138.1 support, and resistance is right here at 139.4. Tesla just continues to struggle. We had another negative day today. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th red day in a row, and I believe the 8th out of 9th red day in a row. So it's just been really struggling. It actually looked really strong this morning while SPY looked really weak, and then by the time SPY caught up to it, it just seemed like it didn't have anything left. Biggest takeaways, it rejected 223 breakout. We didn't quite get down to this 213 support level, so I'll be looking for that tomorrow. We'll go ahead and adjust our resistance now to the top right here. So resistance for the falling wedge will be at 218.8, support's at 213. Bigger picture for Tesla, I'm really looking for a 206 touch. We break through 206, and I'm looking for the 170s. The VIX was interesting today. Came out not doing a whole lot of open, started pushing up, couldn't really quite break 34, and then we had a pretty good sell-off when we started rallying. We were trying to break through this support line here, but we really couldn't do it. We bounced right off 32.5, and then once the news dropped, it was pretty delayed on the VIX, the reaction, but eventually the VIX had a nice big move up. It did break through 34, hit 34.4, which was the highest it's been since September 28th. So the way I see things setting up right now, I'm not going to be here the next 3 days, so I'll just give a quick little rundown what I'm looking at. And I'll be back Monday, so there'll be any videos or analysis. But with the VIX holding this 33 level, we are now in a spot where if a bad CPI comes in on Thursday, that we're going to see the markets on it go on a really big sell-off. So this is the highest the VIX has been since the May. One right here, which the Mays were also at the low, the 52-week low for that time period. However, we got a good reading, so that's what brought us down. The way we have things set up right now is that looking at the historics of how CPI goes, the consensus is 8.1 for CPI. Generally, we have a 0.2% variance, so we're looking at either 7.9 or 8.3. Previous was 8.3. I more or less expect us to beat regular CPI. However, looking at core, the consensus is 6.5%. So with that 0.2 variance, we're looking at 6.3 to 6.7, which 6.3 is the previous. If there's not a decrease in core CPI, and especially if the core goes up again, that's going to be a really bearish moment for the market because of rate hikes. They're going to know that probably a 100 basis point hike, if not higher, is coming, and that inflation is not stopping. Looking at month over month, it's kind of hard to tell, but it just kind of bounces everywhere. But currently, consensus is 0.2, so we should be looking at 0% to 0.4%. And then the biggest thing to look at right now is the Cleveland Fed prediction, which generally they're about 0.2% off. They're currently predicting 8.2, so we're looking anywhere from 8 to 8.4%. The biggest thing is their core CPI is 6.6%, so we're looking at probably a 6.4% core. If we get a 6.4% core, we are almost definitely going to see a big red day. And they're predicting CPI month over month is 0.3, so we're looking at about 0.1, which is also a no change. So really the only bullish scenario for CPI, in my opinion, and that will prevent the VIX from breaking 40 on Thursday, is if CPI is below 8.3, core magically beats under 6.3 at 6.2 or below, and month over month is 0% or lower. Other than that, there's pretty much no way that we don't have a big red day. With the Bank of England news now, basically what they told the hedge funds was you guys have 3 days to get out of your risky option plays before it's too late, basically, to rotate into safer stuff. So it looks like the UK market is on a really bad path right now. So I posted in the Discord a FOMOC minutes for tomorrow play on the paid side, and then there's also a CPI analysis I posted on Reddit and in the Discord for trading. Tomorrow, I'm not really sure what to expect. I would personally like to see a green day tomorrow. I don't like the idea of going in to CPI with 6 red days, even though I expect a red day. That's really hard to warrant a 7th red day. However, we did just have 6 red days from September 20th to 27th. And there really wasn't big news happening. There was FOMOC on the 21st that was in there. So it's not unheard of that we could have that 7th red day. But I like my odds of better of a green day tomorrow, maybe trying to finish somewhere over 362.8 to 366. I still plan to do the strangle. I think that's the best play for CPI. But all right, I hope you guys have a good week. Take profits quickly in this market. Don't overtrade. Size down if you're not comfortable trading this week. A lot of long plays right now. I don't recommend having anything long in your portfolio until after CPI. That CPI should guide us for about the next month of trading. If it's good, I would expect us to try to get into the 390s by end of the month. If it's bad, I'm looking 320s, 330s, if not lower. So, all right, you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning into this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button to stay updated. I am providing my Discord link right here. That's a lifetime link. If it doesn't work, go ahead and send me a message and I will get you a new link. I do have a pre-market update I do every day where I update with supports and resistances and different scenarios that might play out through the day. I also do a live commentary throughout the day with updates and changes, and I do push out buy and sell alerts on SPY and other tickers that I'm trading at the time. Currently, membership is $20 per month or $228 per year. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok under SPY Optionaire or Reddit under Daddy Dirch.